to introduce you to our guest speaker today, Janet Law. And let me tell you, Janet is gently spoken. She is just such a gracious, beautiful lady. But boy, oh boy, is she a powerhouse. Like she's a gentle soul, but she's a gentle, powerful soul. Let me tell you a little bit more about her. A near-death experience at 22 years old caused a big shift in Janet. As a conscious teacher and leader, she embraces life with vitality and resonance. Her recent creative project is Conscious Conversations, an online forum that encourages micro conversations so macro conversations can occur in the global world. Janet was recently published in Health, Wealth, and Wisdom magazine with an article entitled The Healing Power of Creativity. Her recently completed play, entitled You and Me, you spelled Y-E-W, was performed at the Vancouver Fringe Festival in September 2022. And she continues to live life as a curious adventurer. And we are so pleased to have you back, Janet. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to get my screen share up here so that we can start our sharing. Just hold on a moment here while I start from the beginning. There we go. Always. It is a new day and it is a new life. Greetings and thank you everybody for being here today in this magnificent place, wherever it is that you live, and to this place we call Earth that we inhabit, the sun that keeps us warm, to all living things that keep us together in community. Greetings, greetings, and welcome to this sacred day. April's arrived. Spring is here. We've experienced the thaw of winter, I think at least in most parts of Canada, and we have known that the days are brighter, and it's a reminder to live every day in love and in full, vibrant life. We're also recognizing this week as Earth Day, and I am thinking of a wonderful poet that I really love. His name was John Keats, a great romantic poet from the last century. And he said, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases." And for all of us, we can do that today. I ask you to take into your heart this moment. Will you let this new day in? Fully, completely, with God, the divine, your spiritual nature as the greatest resource? Well, we have an opportunity to do it. And someone recently said to me, you know, at the beginning of the year, I kept all of my New Year's resolutions tucked away in a journal on my bookshelf. I'm sure that's not any of you, correct? I also heard that an optimist wakes up early in the morning to see the new day in, and a pessimist makes sure they sleep till noon because they don't want the new day to start. But I know that's not you. Our bodies are made of stardust, and our souls are made of stories. Some of the same properties that are in stars are actually in us. That's right. We have calcite in our bones, and it is also in stars. Now, they have discovered quite a few things. There is the mining place in British Columbia called Omanika, And the research done on calcite shows this to be absolutely true, and the validity of that has been confirmed. Yes, we are made of that stuff. And further to that, it was also asked, is the calcite in the ocean? Well, it is the most stable mineral under the Earth's surface, and it is believed that calcite accounts for the majority of our oceanic life. Wow. We are born of this earth, and yet we are so much more. Each one of us weaving our stories of our own life, yet interconnected to all. Dem bones, dem bones, dem dry bones, dem bones, dem bones, dem dry bones, dem bones, dem bones, dem dry bones, shake them skeleton bones. Yes, we need to take care of our human body, yet today we have another opportunity to see the world differently with spirit as your complete and total pilot. Our Christo nature, meaning our enlightened self, is that cosmic Christ consciousness. From John 1, verse 1, it was said that in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was God. Now, what does that really mean? Now, personally, to me, and I think to many of us here who express ourselves in our spiritual life, in the beginning, the Word was love. And love was breathed into the world, permeating every corner of our world. And in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Well, this love, another word for God, began as that tree of life, and it began to grow, and our life was born. And then there was you, me, and we, all of us. It goes on to say that this spirit of love moved upon the faces of the waters, and it was said, let there be light, and there was light. We are light beings, and we continue to breathe light into the world despite our human condition. We may have our everyday challenges, but raising our vibration to the highest state of love is our true goal. Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, wrote his book, The Mysteries of Genesis. Metaphysically, he said, we understand the nature of God, love, and the character of God, love. And what is true is that God, love, is spirit. It is the creative intelligence in the universe, always present. In the beginning, there was nothing, and then there was something. We are all able to create the life of our dreams, first in consciousness and grounded in our deep connection with the divine. And when this earth was formed, a very sacred contract was made. And this creative force in the universe, it allowed us to remember that we are never alone, that we are never deserted by our spiritual nature. We will always be able to respond to this, and that this divine nature is in creation eternally, and it is never separate from us. God is divine mind, and everything is created through word, idea, and the universal vehicle is that we must believe it. We can believe it. We do believe it. It is a new day. It is a new day. As we live in the human bodies on the earth, we are spiritual in our nature, and our work is to create this consciousness through our inner, so that our outer will reflect this, so that it works through us, in us, as us, from us, and in all of us. Edgar Mitchell, on the Apollo 14 flight to the moon, he experienced this. And my husband, many years ago, experienced that at the Global New Thought Conference, science and spirituality coming together, held in Palm Springs, California. Mitchell was the guest speaker. And he said that we are like enveloped in a holographic universe. Universe being a hologram, and everything is connected. My husband had the opportunity to meet him afterwards and asked him, "What do you mean when you say that we live in a holographic universe?" Edgar Mitchell, the astronaut, said, "Well, when I was out in space and I looked out into the darkness, yet I was illuminated by the brightness of the stars. It was as if I was holding a steel rod, and that rod went from one end to the other end into infinity. If you tapped one end of that rod, it would instantly move at the other end of the universe." Wow. We are connected infinitely. And so today is the new day, a new life. And are you willing to let the new day in? You may know the following lyrics to a familiar song. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on, you know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Nina Simone. Nina Simone, many of you know the lyrics to that song, and she is the one who took that song to a new level. An American singer, songwriter, pianist, composer, arranger, and civil rights activist. Her music spanned including classic, folk, gospel, blues, jazz, R&B, and pop. The sixth of 8 children, Simone initially aspired to be a concert pianist, and with the help of a few supporters in her hometown, she enrolled in the Juilliard School of Music in New York City. She then applied for a scholarship to the study at the Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia. Well, despite her audition, she was denied admission. It was attributed to racism. But in 2003, just days before her death, the Institute awarded her an honorary degree. To make a living, Simone started playing piano at a nightclub in Atlantic City, changed her name to Nina Simone to disguise herself from family members who had chosen to believe that she played the devil's music, the so-called cocktail piano. She was told in the nightclub that she would have to sing with her own accompaniment, which effectively launched her career as a jazz vocalist. She went on to record more than 40 albums between 1958 and 1974. Nina Simone created a new name and a new life, and that is what today is all about. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Are you feeling it? You feeling it? I hope so. A question for all of you. What is your spiritual essence? Who are you being today in this moment? Well, we can always expand our spiritual journey. And if you allow the mystery of your soul that is so unique and so intricate and so designed to embrace the spiritual quotient that is meant to vibrate at the highest frequency, you're in the right place. With this in mind, our cosmic Christ consciousness is how we can move in the world, how we can be comforted always by this affirmation: I am divinely guided. I am divinely guided. Divine self, our divine self, will emerge symbolizing this, and we can infuse this with new energy from the core of our being. I've even heard that some of our furry friends in the form of doggies, they see the benefits as they become motivated by their own spiritual essence. I've heard this to be true. I will not bark each time I see or hear a dog on TV. And anyone who owns a dog knows that one. How about this one? I will not roll my toys under or behind the fridge. Or I must shake the rainwater out of my coat before I enter the house. Anyways, a little mirth moment. We've all had major milestones in our lives, events of small and big proportions, but the universe is calling to us to transform and see with our eyes wide open, an opportunity to surrender and let go of anything that causes us to feel a separation. So today, we let the new day in, reaching and surrendering our human will with even one action item, like this one, releasing any person, place, or thing that keeps us from our peace. Think about that for a minute. Is there anyone in your life that you are holding on to that is causing you to feel separated? I myself, I don't want to live the same life 70 times over and call it a life. We want to experience every day like a new day, breathing new life into every moment. Mark Nepo, the poet, said it this way: we need to give up what no longer works and find new ways of being that keep us close to what matters. Spirit as your guide. So what story will you tell? I remember as a kid growing up in Unity, and it was a way of life for me. I had my subscription to We Wisdom magazine, which at the time was the most sought after publication for children worldwide. I waited patiently every month to receive it because there were stories of love, and there was an action corner which had activities in it designed to use divine mind in daily life, and poetry and art projects and ideas and science experiments. That was the most fun. How science and spirituality are linked. It was known as a character building magazine, seeking life through a curious lens. And I felt blessed. I felt blessed because it helped me understand that I was the co-creator with the divine. And I learned to trust the universe, trusting the universe. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. That's what's calling to you right now. Charles Myrtle, co-founders of Unity, Myrtle said it this way: we will behold God's presence. And Archbishop and humanitarian Desmond Tutu once said that God, who existed before any religion, counts on you to make the oneness of the human family known and celebrated. He celebrated with his human family and laughed and had joy in his heart with his dear friend, the Dalai Lama. Heartfelt belly laughs. Laugh like, when was the last time you laughed out loud? That you laughed out loud with a friend, even when it was the worst day of your life. So being present will remind us to be present in every moment. I actually saw my first ladybug of the season, and she was perched on the most beautiful crocus in our courtyard yesterday. She made me think of the rhyme, ladybug, ladybug, fly away home. Do you know that ladybugs fly to their home? That they have this fire in the essence of them to gather when they are looking to locate together and gather, just like a swarm, like our brothers and sisters, the bees. A loveliness of ladybugs, an exquisite call to life, an exquisite call to love. It is known as the loveliness of ladybugs. Now, isn't that beautiful? A loveliness of ladybugs, a reminder, nature's reminder to have this continued call to love. There are actually 4 spiritual meanings behind the ladybug, and here are 4 of the most common meanings. Good luck. If you have a ladybug on your property, and you can bet that you are not only helping your plants to be alive and healthy, but ladybugs are always thought to be the sign of good luck. 2, fertility and rebirth. As the warmer weather has arrived, ladybugs do this, and it's thought to be that they are a sign of fertility and rebirth in all of us. Protection. Ladybugs have a strong association with protection. They've long been loved by farmers because they often ward off things that may overcome other plants, and they are seen as the protectors and the life givers. And true love, feeling the love, and keep seeing ladybugs. They are associated with all of these things I've mentioned, but what is true is, if you love, someone new is heading your way, especially if you see a ladybug. Love opens us. Love opens us. I opened up to a new day this morning because there was a chirping going on in my apartment. Chirp, 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 chirp. It was very, very annoying. So what do you do when something's chirping in your life? Now, today it happened to be the battery in my fire alert. But every single one of us has some kind of chirping, a chirping that actually is a reminder to recharge our batteries. So today I got that spiritual lesson. It opened me to a new day. So we're recharging together right now. Whatever opens us is never as important as what opens. Mark Nepo. So one tool that can assist you in bringing this love and letting the new day in is through prayer and meditation. An ear to hear is not the outer ear, but rather the still small voice, that still small voice that develops our inner listening qualities by getting out of the way of our intellect and to develop our hearts through prayer and meditation, to develop the ear of the soul and cultivate the awareness of our I am. Sit in the silence and listen to Spirit, being guided and trusting and opening to this love. So let the new day in. Wake up in the morning, smile a little bigger, love a little deeper, laugh a little louder, pray a little longer, and make the most of this day. And in this spiritual community, it's about allowing each light to shine as you recognize the divine in you. You then see it in others. The best time for new beginnings is now. The best time for new beginnings is now. And listening to being completely present to whatever is before us with all of who we are. Your light. Finding kindness in the world, meaning finding kindness in yourself. Give your mind and body permission to relax and rest in love. And in this love and light consciousness, there are awakenings. There are feelings of being luminous, breathtaking, magnificence, beauty. Our bodies are made of stardust and our souls are made of stories. So what is your new story today? Let this new day in, the new chapter. Finding your spiritual way is your own personal spiritual way, no matter what. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for you. It's a new day. It's a new day. And just maybe you will see a ladybug on that lotus flower. And that's the way it really is. And I think to close off now, we will go into a short meditation time as we create this life experience through our heart in our way of aligning ourselves with Spirit in this moment. So close your eyes as we put the intention to let the new day in, to let it be. Allowing yourself to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagining any discomfort leaving your body. We do this for 3 more breaths, allowing each one to get a little deeper. Gathered here in the celebration of this day, the presence of the healing balm of pure love is with us in this moment. Deep within the small space inside, a voice is calling. I am without beginning or end. I am eternal. My consciousness is not bound by time or space. Like the universe itself, I am limitless. I am part of a vast, unified wholeness. We set the healing tones, for God is the healing thought and the healing energy. Retreating and anchoring our attention. Attention to an open heart, a spirit that is free, and a silence in the place of peace and renewal. And so with the next outgoing breath, we slow down and still any thought and relish in this moment of deep spiritual awareness in the silence. As your inner awareness is deepening, your real self, your authentic self, your loving presence is awakening. Every breath you take is sustaining the life of your body. Spirit speaks to you as inspiration and in sensation. And as I say a few words here, we'll go back into the silence once more. I am the heat which brings your body alive. I am the breeze, the fresh air that caresses your face. I am in your eyes as sight. I am the sight, and I see all. I am continuously creating mind substance for you to keep your body thriving. I am the mind vitality everywhere in the world. I am spirit, and I am form. I am the wise voice in your mind that speaks to you and awakens you. I am the life in you. I love you. I love all expressions. I love all of nature, and I love all of life. As we go into the silence once more. Let it be. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. We've shifted our attention to the center of being, which knows that spirit is everywhere. And in this reality, it is always the center of our being. Spirit is peace. We are one, the spirit of peace. Breath by breath, settling in to the peace that instills calm, confidence, courage. In this moment, I am peace. Healing energy flows through my being now, renewing my mind and body. I live in the flow of healing. I know the truth of my divine life. My thoughts, words, actions have created a space for peace and love. I hold the world, this earthly plane, as a spiritual being in the light of peace and love, choosing compassion, measuring words, choosing encouragement, preparing actions that are of service, choosing kindness. I am one with the spirit of peace and love, always and in this moment of prayer. So let it be. And as we complete this time of prayer and meditation, we are in joy of the anticipation of the rest of the day, intending to remain centered in abundant peace, wisdom, and life, one with God, one with Source. And we embody these divine qualities as we come back in full awake consciousness, ready for the new day.